Rainbow Six Hereford base. Okay, so I've had a quick look at this. I'll be honest, I watched the video, but I haven't paused it at all. I haven't analysed it, and I haven't really gone through it. So I'll go ahead and make it full screen. There, that's good enough, isn't it? That's close enough. Snowy Fudge, good evening. How you doing? Right. I don't know how loud this is going to be. I'll try and keep an eye on it. Let me know if the audio's too loud. I've turned it down quite a bit because we don't really need it. I've killed that music. Right, let's have a watch. Okay, so by now everyone will have seen this. This is the new training grounds, the new shooting range. It's obviously a similar layout to what it was. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor. Can you see my mouse cursor on the screen? You should be able to. So we've got a similar sort of training ground. You can obviously come up to the left or up to the right like we could previously. And we've still got what appears to be the catwalk just over here. Do that. Right, so we've still got the catwalk that Glaz would previously go onto. If you look at the front of the building, though, there isn't a raised balcony section like there was previously. You had the bit where everyone used to just rappel up to and have a good old look in through. That wall has also been replaced, the destructible wall, and replaced with 3 windows. So that's interesting. The metal stairs are still over there. And the majority of this looks the same. It looks like you're going to be able to get up on here again like you previously could. You've still got a tower over on the right, potentially. It looks interesting. This is where the van was, wasn't it? Evening, Dennis. How you doing, dude? Okay, so there's obviously that raised section. Right, this, I believe, the shooting range is just down through there. So if the shooting range is down through there, this means that this west side, as it says, this would have been the garage. You've still got the window there. You've still got breachable walls. But there's also protection as well. Because previously, you'd reinforce these 2 walls that were here. And people could still get in. Friendly Giant, good evening. Koros, how you doing, dude? Yeah, there's not many breachable windows at all. I mean, looking at these up here, they look like they're sealed over with the metal. The corrugated iron, or corrugated scrap. So they look all sealed. The second floor, however, that looks like you can get out, but I think what they've purposely done is they've put this so you can't spawn peek. It looks like a raised section here. So you can look out of this window, but you're not going to get a great line of sight down over to this way. So that looks pretty interesting. Still got the drone hole there. You haven't got, what was I going to say? You haven't got the way to vault up. There was like a forklift here previously, wasn't there? You could just vault up onto it. So you're going to have to properly rappel. This bit is a bit weird. This, I don't think, is going to play into the game massively at all. This is, by the looks of it, you know, you can get on these buildings and spawn. This is, I think, the east side of Hereford. So I think they're just there for aesthetics when you first spawn in, which isn't a negative. And it also looks like this is sealed here. This is like a big, big iron door or wall, door that you're not going to get through. So I think you're still going to be able to rappel onto here. You've actually got cover on here as well. So you can still shoot through windows potentially. Okay, right. Where is this? You can see an external camera there. Just trying to figure out where exactly that is in the grand scheme of things. Oh, I know where this is. This is where the bus was, I think. Yeah, it's towards the... Well, I'd say the east side. I think this is more the north side as you look at the actual map itself. I think this is where the bus was previously. And this is where there was a tiny little ladder going up, wasn't there? Right, so instead of a tiny little ladder going up, you've got this entire metal section. I'm assuming to stop the spawn peaks going down each way and the runouts. But it's also going to play into the fact that there could be a rotation there. Because that was where the stairs was, just inside of that, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it is the south side as you're playing the game, because you've got, obviously, the west side is the shooting range is to the north, but as you look at the map, the difficulty is it's inverted almost. When you're picking spawn locations, the north of the map is where the bus is, I think, isn't it? Can't remember. It's not been that long since I played it, but I don't really look at the maps anymore because you're busy playing it. Right, so this is the east side. This is the opposite to red or garage. It's got to be. Again, not many destructible windows at all. I was on Rightfully Banned. Good evening. I think it's south. The gun range is to the north, I think. Yeah, you're probably right there, guys. I will be honest. But, well, as long as everyone's on the same wavelength of whereabouts we are, that's cool. So you've got a section here you can get up onto. You've got 3 windows there that you can't get in through, and then you've got one that you can. And it looks like all of the ones on the top are actually sealed as well. So there's not a lot of, like, looking outside. Where are we looking at from here? Right, anyway, let's cut to the inside. So we are inside now. It's really weird. Like, it's a completely different aesthetic entirely, isn't it? Completely different. It's cool that you've obviously got an indestructible wall here that looks onto the window so people can't just sit at the window. It forces the attackers to come in. So in that sense, it's good for defending. But again, the roof itself all looks destructible. This floor doesn't, so we're obviously on the first floor here, the ground floor for lack of a better term. Right, so this is the stairs. We've had a complete rework, and this is the middle floor. That's going down to the basement down here, I believe. It looks as if this is going to be the front entrance section. Well, this could be the top floor, to be completely honest, because that looks like a roof section through there, doesn't it? There is a hatch on the previous one, yeah, over in the corner just over here. So it's definitely the ground floor. You're going to be able to come in from above. These doors, these walls through here look like they're plaster as well. Don't know about this one. It looks more brick, to be honest. Because if you look at that just under there, it looks like there's broken brick there. I don't know if you're able to see it. It seems a bit dark on that screen. But, yeah, a lot of that looks indestructible. And then a lot of this, again, we've got a lot of brick. But there's walls in between that are destructible. This has got to be the garage, or what was previously red. I'm assuming this wall here, there was a line here. And this is the car that they've replaced. This whole wall here, this side, has just been pushed out to the left. Downstairs has no corridor at that stair shot. Floor plan looks totally different. Really? Weird. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this. I really am. I just want to rip this map apart and have a good old proper look at it. See, there's a lot of cover here. I'm assuming this is the kids' bedroom, like as it was previously. Sort of. I'm guessing it's going to be the same general area. But this wall here looks to be destructible. And I think that that's an external wall by the looks of it. It is wallpapered, but you've got these white sort of patterns on there that they seem to put on to designate that it is destructible. But it also seems like this is ground floor because the floor is concrete, so I don't know. We've still got a destructible roof. I think we have a skylight with how well that stairwell pick looks. Yeah, potentially. My question is, will there be a second indoor staircase for defenders? I think there kind of has to be. That's the main limitation for Hereford, is the lack of rotations, isn't it? There's a lot of cover here. I really like the colour scheme. I think it looks a bit too dark at the minute, and I think they'll probably end up brightening it. But the thing I really, really like, and I'm really pleased about, is that it looks like they've increased the verticality. Because we all know, let's face facts, Favela struggled for it. Tower, you know, Yacht, they are some of the worst maps that have been brought in because of their lack of verticality. Whether they're playable or not in the Pro League, Skyscraper, Coastline, you know, Border, you look at the other sort of DLC maps that have come out that are playable and that have worked in ranked and stuff like that and that seem a lot more balanced are the ones with verticality and the ones with destructible floors. So I think it's really, really positive. This living R7 that they've got on the wall, I'm assuming it's living room, I think it's been moved upstairs because obviously you've got the destructible floor, and this hatch looks like it could be the hatch that we saw earlier in that previous clip. First time weather too. Yeah, there does look like there's rain. So it could be awesome if there is weather elements. Because that could mask the sound of footsteps. It could really play into some new dynamics in the game, which I think is really cool. I'm curious as to how, like, this piano, I think you're going to be able to shoot through it, but it's obviously going to obscure line of sight. So it's going to be kind of like on Consulate when you're protecting the sort of projector room. You've got a tipped over table, which you can shoot through, but it is pretty good for hiding behind. Will Favela come back to casual? I doubt it very much. I really doubt it. I hope I'm wrong. I'd like to see it back, but just wishful thinking, I think. Okay, so we've got another shot of outside. There's nothing much to see here. The only thing that I can glean from this is, because we know where it is, I was talking about this iron door here earlier, this big, big door. It looks like this side of it here is actually open. So when you spawn, I'm assuming we're still going to spawn back here. You're going to be able to come around the side where the bus previously was, and you're also going to still be able to get in between the two buildings. You could do that previously. We'll probably also be able to rappel up, as we could previously. And I'm curious as to how far back we can come on here and still get a line of sight, because there is a window there. I don't think it's going to provide much benefit, if I'm completely honest, with the lack of windows. It does look like a hole in the roof, doesn't it? I think you're right there, Ross. That really does look like a hole in the roof. But I don't want to get my hopes up, because I've done this previously. When Theme Park first got dropped and we saw that big train section, you can see the windows on the top. I was buzzing about the potential of going down in through there and looking through there. And there's just none of that. So it certainly does look like it, though, doesn't it? Interesting. Very interesting. Even if you could just get a line of sight and you can't get through there because it's blocked by wooden beams or something, having a potential line of sight to block certain runs is pretty cool. Okay, so there you have it. The Grimsky Paris Major Finals, August 19th. I cannot wait to see this. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I'm fucking so excited for the finals. A bit disappointed that it's all in French, but I'm not going to go too much into that. I think I've already started enough of a war on Twitter with people arguing and debating. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm just really appreciative of the fact that I'm going. Looks like the open skylight in that stairwell pic. It does. Where is that stairwell pic? Let's see if I can find it. This one? Yeah, you got the light coming through here, haven't you? Potentially. Not sure. Not sure at all. This has got to be the top floor, surely. I mean, looking at the roof and the metal, you know, I think this is the top floor. Hope the storms play a part in the sound of the map. I do too. I really do. I really do. Right. Cool. I'm really pleased with that. I'm really looking forward to it. What do you guys think, though? You keen? I am. Big time. I'm going to miss the old one, but I guess you're still going to be able to play it on situations.